Sairam students, I welcome all of you once again to the third part of lesson number 24, Substances, Objects and Energy. So let's revise once again whatever we have learnt in the last lecture. So students, in the last lecture we spoke about the naphthalene ball. As I asked you that most of the time whenever we keep the naphthalene cloth in the cloth also smell like the naphthalene ball. What was the reason? So, what I told you that when the naphthalene ball it is kept in contact with the air. So, this naphthalene ball it is continuously being converted into the small particles, and those small particles are of gaseous state. So basically the naphthalene ball they are present in the solid form. So this naphthalene ball they are converted into the gaseous small particle, and these small particles of the naphthalene ball when they evaporate they settle down on the cloth, and that's why the cloth too smell of the naphthalene. And again this naphthalene ball it is used in the toilet also. So as I told you, this naphthalene ball are continuously being converted into the small particle. These particle leaves the naphthalene ball. So as this particle leaves the naphthalene ball, the ball grows smaller in the size, and then slowly the naphthalene ball they disappear. So this is the reason why our clothes smell like the naphthalene ball, why after some days this naphthalene ball disappear. Okay, what else we have learned? Again we have learned that in the last lecture there are total three states of the substances, like as you can see that here, solid, then liquid and the gaseous. So we spoke about the states of the water. So the water it is available in the water ice format, it is available in the gaseous format, and again it is available in the liquid format. Not only water, there are different type of the substances which are present around us. They are also available in the three format, that is solid, gases and the liquid. But the thing is that as you can see that the individual particle of all these things they are same, but the thing is that the arrangement of the particles in all the three states it is different. As you can see that the particles which are present in the ice, the particles which are present in the solid state, these particles are very close to each other, and that's the reason the solids have the definite shape. Whereas you can see the particles of the liquid, the particles of the liquid they are not that much close as the solid, they are slightly away from each other. Wherein in case of the gaseous format the particles are away from each other, there is a lot of distance between the particle. So there are basically distance between the solid, the liquid and the gaseous. So what we have seen that different substances have the different properties. Like we have seen that there are so many properties like hardness, then transparency, the color, smell and the solubility in the water. So there are so many substances, and every substance has the different property depending upon in which state it is available. Understood? Now students, look here. Here in this picture I am telling you one example that there is one girl called as the Asmita. Okay, there is one girl called as the Asmita. Asmita went to buy a earthen pot. She want an earthen pot. There she saw many things, they were kept for the sale. As you can see that over here, there are so many things which are kept for the display. You can see that. And here is a potter. Potter is doing the pots and he is making a lot of many things, okay, for the selling purpose. Now she went for buying a earthen pot. Okay, now my question is that how did she identify what she needed? What Asmita wanted to buy? Earthen pot. She saw many things which were kept for the sale and she wanted earthen pot. Now you tell me how she identified that this is the earthen pot and the other things are not the earthen pot. Any guesses? How she will identify the earthen pot? Yes, your guess is absolutely right. The Asmita will identify the earthen pot from its shape. Exactly. Can you see that? The earthen pot, it has a particular shape. Okay. So, as earthen pot has a particular shape, so from the shape, the Asmita identified that this is the earthen pot and she brought it immediately. Now, My question is that from what substances had the potter made all the things? Potter has made so many things. Am I right? So which substance potter used for making the earthen pot and for making the other things? Any guesses? Obviously the potter is going to use a soil, right? So from the soil the earthen pot and other things will be made. Okay, so the soil is the basic substance which can be used to make the different type of the objects. Okay, so students, my question is that what is the difference between a substance and an object? Now I gave you the example of the earthen pot and the soil. Now can you tell me that out of soil and out of object, which one is the substance and which one is the object? Soil will come under the substance category or soil will come under the object category? And what about the earthen pot? See, here it is a soil. Soil will come under the substance category or soil will come under the object category? Tell me. Soil is made up of many small particles. So as soil is made up of many small particles, it will come under which category? Substance category. And what about the earthen pot? This earthen pot, it is made up of substance. This earthen pot, it is made up of soil. So this earthen pot will come under which category? It will come under the object category. So can I say that the soil will come under the substance category and the earthen pot will come under the object category? Are you getting my point? So substances are those stuffs which do not have the particular shape. Whereas you can see the object have particular shape, and these objects are made up of substances. Are you getting my point? So this is the basic difference between the substances and the object. Substances directly we get from the nature, whereas objects we have to make by using the different substances. So what I told you that objects have definite shape and objects have definite structure. Their parts are put together in the particular way. As I told you, you can see there are many objects which are made out of wood. Okay, so wood is the substance. Wood is the substance. So by using wood, we have made a bat, we have made a chair, and again we have made a table. So all these are the example of the objects. Okay, so when substances are put in the particular order, they arise to give the objects. Are you getting my point? So can I say that here the objects are made from the substances? Objects are made from the substances. So now did you understand the difference between the object and the substance? So let me give you one example once again. Can you see the wooden material? Now tell me, wood will come under the object category or substance category? Yes, the wood will come under the substance category. Now, by using the wooden material, we have made the chair. So this chair, it is made by using the wood. So the chair will come under which category? Object category. Okay. Again, look here, it is a soil. So soil will come under object category or substance category. So soil will also come under the substance category. So you can see that here earthen pot. So this pot is made up of soil. So as this pot is made up of soil, so this pot will come under the object category. So wood and the soil, they both will come under the substance category, whereas the chair and the pot, they will come under the object category. So objects have definite shape, whereas the substance, they do not have the particular shape. And the objects are made from the substances, and the substances we directly get from the nature. Understood? And one more thing, students, let me tell you that over here we make a lot of useful objects from the variety of the substances. As I told you, we make a lot of things by using the soil, we make a lot of things by using the wooden material also, right? So another use of the substances is that we get the energy from some of them. So we get basically energy. So like for example, let me tell you that when we burn a wood, we get the fire. So fire, it is a type of the energy. Am I right? So fire is used for cooking food material and warming, etc. Okay, so substances gives us the energy, right? So depending upon the energy, students, now you can see that over here, whenever we have to run a long distance, we feel tired. We will run, we will walk for a while, but after particular time period we will feel a lot of tired. We stop, we have to stop at particular time. When we feel tired, we can't keep on running or we can't keep on jumping. We have to stop at some point. So my question is that why is that, why we have to stop? The reason is that whenever we do any type of the heavy physical activity, whenever we do any type of the heavy physical activity, for doing any type of the work, we require the energy. So when we are doing any particular work for the longer time, whatever energy is present in our body, that has been completely used. Okay, so when energy level goes down, we are not able to work, simply like a vehicle. When the petrol will finish, when the diesel will finish from the vehicle won't run. Am I right? Exactly in the same manner, our body is also like a vehicle. When in our body the energy will get finished, we won't be able to work. So basically the energy is very important and the energy is required to do the work. So how you will define the energy? The capacity of a body to do work. I repeat once again. The capacity of a body to do a work is called as energy. So how you will define the energy? The capacity of the body to do the work is called as what? Energy. So I hope so, students, whatever we have learned today, you must have understood that. So let's revise once again what we have learned today. We have learned today regarding the difference between the substances and the object. What I told you here, the substances, they do not have the particular shape. Substances we directly get from the nature. Okay, so the soil is the example of the substance. Again, here it is the object. Okay, so substances we directly get from the object. Okay, and these objects are made up of substances. When substances are given particular shape, the substances will give rise to the object. So this is the basic difference between the substances and the object. What else we have learned? We have learned that the objects have definite shape and their parts are put together in a particular way, so we can get the object. So I told you there are different variety of the objects which we can make by using this any type of the substance. So here we took the example of the wood. So when we rearrange the wood in particular format, so we get many useful substances. So basically I can say that in short, in simple language, the objects are man-made material. Objects are man-made material which are synthesized by us, whereas substances we get directly from the nature. So whatever material we directly get from the nature, they are the substance, and we modify the substance and we make it useful for our uses. So that is called as what? Object. And all objects have definite shape. Understood? And what else we have learned? We have learned that all the type of the objects, they are made up of what? Substances. So as you can see that wooden material are gathered together to form the wooden chair or many other stuff, whereas the soil is gathered together to form the pot or other type of the useful material which is basically used by the potter. Okay, and what else we have learned today? We learned today that to do any type of the work, we require the energy, and the energy we get it by using the substances. So as you can see that if you want to do any type of the work, for doing any type of the work we require the energy. So if the energy is full, we will be doing many work. If the energy is less, we won't be able to do much work. So how we will define the energy? The capacity of the body to do work. The capacity of the body to do work is called as what? Energy. Okay, so I hope so, students, whatever we have learned today, you must have understood that. So the next part of this lesson we will continue in the next session. Bye bye, take care.